Hey everyone, I am still in New York. So much to talk about, in fact, that I actually made a list on my phone so I don't forget. First, I guess I want to talk about some fun stuff that I've done kind of outside of the modeling. I had planned to be in the financial district area to check out this store that I had heard about called Century 21. Like, it popped me off kind of close to the World Trade Center, and so I decided that I should go and see that. It was a really great, nice day outside, and I'd seen the memorial two other times. Also a new structure called the Oculus, kind of its own little shopping center. It's also serving as a transportation center, so not all the construction is done yet, but it will be kind of a hub. I walked over the Brooklyn Bridge. It definitely wasn't a quick walk. Everyone's stopping to take photos and video and everything like that since the Brooklyn Bridge is so famous. To a comedy show at this really cool bar last Friday. And they actually, before the comedy show started, they had tarot cards, something I hadn't had done in a while, and actually was seemingly pretty spot on for what I'm experiencing in my life right now. One thing that I did just a couple days ago was go to the Native American Museum. I spend a ton of time reading when I'm in museums. I actually get kind of exhausted by the time I'm done with the museum, but it was really cool to see. They actually had a fashion exhibit as well. And in terms of modeling, I've been pretty busy, which is good. I had 8 different castings that I went to. I did not book any of those castings, but I was very proud of myself for the fact that I had planned to go to 5, and I actually went to 8 of them. There was a little bit of a hiccup with getting there. All the trains were running really slow. Tons of people trying to get to work. I was right in the thick of the rush hour. There's going to be no service northbound from Brooklyn to Manhattan because of a power outage. So basically my only option was to either walk over the Brooklyn Bridge, which I didn't have time for because it would probably have taken 3 hours to get where I needed to be on foot, or to take an Uber. So I paid for a very expensive Uber to Manhattan to be able to make it to my castings. My first casting, I made it with about 4 minutes to spare. I was able to make all the other castings, 8 in total, and I completed them within just over 2 hours of each other. A little bit hectic, but I did feel really confident in the fact that I was able to make it to all of them and that I kept my head on straight and didn't lose my cool. Unfortunately, I wasn't a good fit for a lot of the brands. I didn't get booked for anything. I think it was beneficial for me to experience what I did to get the criticism, but still be pushed to be positive and still be able to go to casting after casting and hear a lot of declines and hear a lot of no's, but still keep my spirits up and still make it to the next casting with a smile on my face. I think that was invaluable, and the reason I came here was to try to book bridal jobs for that trade show, so that's what I did. And regardless of whether it happened or not, which it didn't technically, then I still came and I still tried to achieve the goal, so I feel very proud of myself for that. And this past weekend, I had a test shoot for a hair and makeup school. 3 different makeup looks. After every look, the photographer would take some pictures of us, 5 other models, and they were each paired with a different student. So we were all kind of taking turns shooting with the photographer.
Nice. I'm doing her fabulous face.
Those cheekbones. I'm excited to see some images come out from that and just keep building my portfolio. Probably the most exciting thing that has happened since I last talked to you guys is that even though I didn't book any of the bridal trade show jobs, I did book a bridal photo shoot for a Japanese company. I shot that yesterday with them in this beautiful loft studio apartment. I had 5 different gowns that I wore, so 5 different looks, and my hair got changed a little bit throughout the day. The last thing I wanted to mention to you guys is that tonight I am going to an agency dinner with some other new models from my agency, and then I'm assuming a couple of the agents. So feeling more real that I'm part of the agency as I'm able to go to more castings, and the fact that I was able to get another job. I feel a lot more confident about coming here and just knowing that things will work out how they're meant to work out, but you have to stay confident. So alright, I've talked your guys' ear off. There's a lot to cover, but thanks for coming along the ride.